about why we're here tonight and what is at stake. The future of the country is at stake, and we all recognize that. But right now, on a very practical level, things that every previous generation of Americans, except during the Great Depression, took for granted, we are on the brink of not being able to take for granted anymore. Can I sell my home and find a buyer and move into the neighborhood I want to, even if I can afford it? Can I afford a used car? Will my kid get fentanyl and overdose and die because they didn't protect the border? We are on the brink right now, as a people, of the kinds of things that, if you read history books, civilizations don't come back from. And if you guys have followed me back to when I was on WHO and now, I've never been this is the most important election of our lifetime. Guys, I hate that, okay? But I really believe this year is a win or go home kind of election in 2024. We have to win. I'm here tonight because later on you're going to hear from, I believe, the most successful Republican politician so far this century, Governor Ron DeSantis. I'm 50 now, so I'm old enough to remember when Florida turned hanging Chad into an adjective. And that state is now arguably the reddest state in the United States of America. And he did that in one term. He didn't have to compromise any principles or anything at all. And the voters, even in Democrat places like Palm Beach County, where the whole Florida recount began, they rewarded him with the biggest rout in the history of Florida electoral politics. The Democrat Party, pardon me. It's Christmas, my lips are chapped, it's cold out. The Democrat Party is reduced to ash in Florida. It is nothing but a letterhead. He destroyed it. And I think he can do that on a national level. So do the Democrats. Which is why what you have watched take place this year is a psyop, I believe, so that this man is never the nominee and someone they think they can beat will become the nominee instead. Everything they're doing to Donald Trump legally is complete and total BS, which is exactly why they are doing it. And I don't know if you guys saw this before we started tonight. One of the reasons why we're running late, we were all back here just talking about it. But if you listen to my show, I predicted this 9 months ago. The Colorado State Supreme Court, just a few minutes ago, disqualified Donald Trump from the ballot. And they're going to do more of this, especially once they convict him of whatever phony crimes in Washington, D.C. they'll make up next year. There are Democrat secretaries of state in Arizona, North Carolina, Nevada, and Wisconsin. Whoever the Republican nominee is, I want you guys to please listen to me very carefully. Because what I'm about to tell you, you need to go back to your family members or who will say stuff to you like, Trump's got a plan. They'll never do this to him. The same people who tell you that deep state will do whatever they can to stop Donald Trump cannot then turn around and say to you, oh, but by the way, they wouldn't dare put him in jail or imprison him or convict him. Both those things can't be simultaneously true. It is time to have an adult conversation. Look at your children and your grandkids and understand the future that's at stake right now. This is their plan. And in those 4 states I just mentioned, Arizona, North Carolina, Wisconsin, and what was the other one? Did you guys listen? Colorado? No, Nevada.
Well, they better not, Steve.
They're going to. And they're doing it right now.
They better not do that.
And so here's the thing. A Republican nominee has to win at least 3 of those 4 states to get to 270. All 4 of those states have Democrat secretaries of state. Next year, you have a choice. You can spend tens of millions of dollars destroying the dementia patient in the White House and the Democrats, or you could spend tens of millions with, by the way, a guy who's proven he already knows how to beat Democrats in elections. A lot of Republicans haven't proven that in recent elections. Maybe you haven't paid attention to that. Or we could spend tens of millions of dollars next year trying to make sure our nominee is even on the ballot. To me, that is a very simple choice. What they're doing to Donald Trump is wrong. What they will do to our children and grandchildren for the next 4 years if we lose this election is far more wrong. And we will regret it far more. All of the sentiment now, well, even if we go down with a sinking ship, we have to do it. It sounds great right now until you're paying 28% inflation as opposed to the 14% you're paying right now. It won't sound very great in 2025, 2026, and 2027. This is the moment. Here in Iowa, we have an opportunity to send a message to the rest of the country. And the people assembled in this room, you need to take that message and go back to your family members and say, we cannot lose. It's lose or go home. Lose or leave town match. We must win this election. And that is why. And that is why one of the most honest, if one of the only, honest people left in Congress is here tonight. One of my best friends came all the way from Texas because apparently he just enjoys cold weather. Or he's here because he understands everything I just said to you is true. And we have to win. He works in the belly of the beast. He sees what goes on up there all day long. And he knows if we don't win this election, we're toast. And that's why he's here tonight. Please give a warm welcome to an absolute hero. I just wanted to say